Welcome in. Just getting everything set up here. I think that I'll have to see if Clint is here with us in a second, so I can verify with him. Brian, are you here yet? Brian W. Before I mess this up. Brian, there you are. Do you want? I know you claimed Vancouver. Did you want your Florida claim first, and then if Vancouver's left over after, you can claim them, or do you want to see if Florida makes it and then have them for after? I know you already claimed them earlier, but I said wait till after. I don't know if they'll get claimed up, is what I'm saying. So totally up to you. You can claim Vancouver, or you can claim Florida, and then there'll be two open after. Florida first, okay. So I'll mark you for Florida instead of Vancouver, and then Jason's up. Let me. Al, you collect cards also. I used to do a lot of cards in the front. I was actually gonna. I got these. It's just I just did like a bid on something. I was gonna do something with the jersey today, but I'll do it for a different day, like a freebie item if we happen to hit the same player. I'll do it a different day. But I love cards. I just haven't done them in a while. I prefer memorabilia. Edmonton, Jason K. Give me just a few minutes to get this all caught up. And then if Clint is here, Clint, let me know if you're here. So 11 Winnipeg, Florida is 12 for Brian. 13 is Edmonton. Chad, are you here? The mini closed. Chad Ann, are you here? Jason T mini. Maybe he already claimed on the page and I'm just missing it. Let me go double check here. Nope. Nashville. Okay. So that closes the mini. Brian, if you want Vancouver as an extra spot, let me know. There's two spots available in the hockey now, since we're doing Florida. Nashville. I'm excited to see Philip Forsberg in the new East Coast series. Chad, gotcha. Let me get this straight, guys, and then what did I do with this to make it not work? There we go. And I'm typing the thing. I haven't finished typing it. I'm gonna do halfsies on this one. So AFC starting quarterback. There's what 16, 1 in 16 chance. Could be an easy one. Could be a little bit more obscure. That's the gold bag guess. Starting QB from the AFC. Poll. Let me get the poll going here, and then I'll get everything else. And other. Okay. There is our. Is it a PC item or going in the series? I honestly don't know if answering that would help. So it could be either. I don't know if that would help on this one. if I give you a hint, then the credit goes in half. I think 1 in 16 is pretty good. That's better than our Heisman and stuff. And I mean, probably could rule out a couple quarterbacks. Starting QB in the AFC. And then I think that Clint just wanted one spot. Clint, if you're here, let me know, please. I'm going to pull up my screen here in 1 second. If you're here, let's see. Yeah. Brian, if you wanted Vancouver, I said it above. I wanted to make sure you saw that. It's back open for mains with two teams left in the hip parade licensed. So I'm going to show my screen here. Let me make sure. Daryl, what's up, man? So 2 left here. I'll hold Vancouver for Brian if you wanted them. If you were just trying to get the one from the mini, that's great too. 2 openings. Snag them. Okay. So 1 left in the hockey jersey. I didn't want you to like switch from Vancouver to Florida and then have Vancouver hit because I wanted to make sure you had a chance to claim them. We only have 1 box, so I'm hoping the 1 box magic gets us a headliner, but just there's a ton of fun names in there. What's in the tube? Is that what we're discussing? Oh, and these? Yeah, these are the bats. Sorry, I didn't see that comment. So as far as what's open left, we have 1 left in the HP jersey. These are the teams that are left here. The thing that has the most spots open is the hip parade bat. We've got 3 bats. You can see 3 different tubes here. I'll just surgically remove them. Change my guess. Going super obvious. Give me. You don't want him because he's NFC. You want AFC quarterback. He's in the NFC. I like trying to pin me down with the super obvious one. But go AFC quarterback. You can keep the one you have above, or you can change it. I don't care. 4 teams left in the back, guys, and then depending on, I think Clint just wants the one. Dang it. I missed on those. That's too bad for me. Okay. Let me read off who's available. If Clint is here, I'll have him verify. If not, I'm going to have him stick with his 1 spot that he had above. I think he was just correcting it to an actual in instead of team. Okay, we've got 4 spots left in the back, guys. We've only got 3. I usually only order 3 or 4 bats at a time. There's some chasers in this. The 500 home run will be a community hit. I think the rest is good as it goes. Teams that are left, they're $22. Pick one random one. I think that's been the price we've done for a long time, even though their price is going up. Teams that are left: Baltimore, Cincinnati, Cleveland. This is MLB. Cleveland, Colorado, Detroit, Houston, Kansas City, Los Angeles Angels, Miami, Milwaukee, Minnesota, New York Mets, Pittsburgh, San Francisco, Seattle, Tampa Bay, Texas, Toronto, and Washington. 4 spots there will close. I thought about doing a closing mini, but I try to avoid minis if we can avoid them. It did help the hockey jersey today, though. 1 spot left in the HP license. We'll start our new East Coast series, as you can see here, on Monday. We may or may not have 5 or 6 names removed from Daryl if he opens for this. If not, there may be 1 claim with all these guys present, and then we'll remove who he pulls. The 2 locked for us are Bobby Orr and Connor McDavid. The rest are open. There's a bunch of big names that are open. This will be a fun series, I think. Only one you have to be specific on is Jarvis, because there's a Canada Jarvis and a Hurricanes Jarvis. But as far as today, I figured we could go back down memory lane, do a hip parade box. If not Friday, then it should be Monday morning. Okay. Yeah, let me know. And then that way I can figure out pricing because that'll get rid of 2 or 3 spots depending on pick one random 1 or pick one random 2. Okay, in the licensed jersey, we've got Anaheim, Arizona, Utah, Calgary, Colorado, Los Angeles, Minnesota, New Jersey, New York Islanders, New York Rangers, Ottawa, San Jose, Seattle, St. Louis, Tampa, Toronto, Vegas, and Washington left. 1 spot will close us there, and then we'll get the randoms going. 4 left in the bat. Unfortunately, I'm going to do bat first, so we'll wait for that one to fill. We could do a live mini if we wanted to for $10, but I think that'd be half of what it costs. 22 for the last 4 spots there. In Big Al's, there's 3 spots left. This is random teams, so those aren't the teams that are available. It's just I forget what I'm thinking the word is. Straight fill on these, so 3 more spots, and then we'll random the teams. Radke, there are 2 randoms available. I didn't type them up. Las Vegas and Jacksonville are both up for 18 from Tim. So I'll put 18, not 19. You can pay 19 if you want, but a few people have asked about watching our rush, so when I know, I'll post to your group and tell you. Yeah, that's fine. Aaron not a starter. Anthony Richardson, yeah, he's probably not a starter, huh? It just depends on what they do. He could very well be one after a little while. Okay, so let's do this. Let's work on the hit parade bat. We've got both items going, both guesses going. One of them is the starting AFC quarterback. Could be obvious, could be a little harder. There's 16 names there. That's for $10. And then our bounty, we're struggling on the position bounty. You guys are starting off running back, it looks like. Wide receiver close, tight end other close. Yeah, those are our 2 guessing games. And then we'll get rolling first when we get the bat filled up. I'm trying to think here. Let me look at the headliner pictures and see if there's any headliner teams left. Not the best. Kyle Schwarber, Ronald Acuna, Corbin Carroll, Nick Kurtz, Fernando Tatis, 500 home run. Ted Williams, Tony Gwynn, Albert Pujols, Ernie Banks. I believe all those teams are pulled. I'm not sure about Kurtz, Carroll, and where Schwarber is now. Okay, we'll hang out here for a second. I'd like to get baseball filled up first, the bat, and then we'll probably do our hit parade next, and then Gold Rush Multi-Sport, which is full because that one could be football. Then Radke, then Big Al. So we're getting close here. 4 spots left on the bat. I'll read through the teams here in a second. I'm gonna grab a drink. 4 bat spots, and then we get rolling. 1 spot left in the licensed NHL jersey. Yeah, get rid of that. How much is the bat break? Sorry, I probably failed to tell the price on these. Listed above, that's really tiny writing. 22 is the bat spot price. You pick a team, you get a second team. I'll read the teams off again here. I'm just letting everyone roll in. 1 left in HP licensed NHL jersey, and then 3 left in Big Al's, and that closes us up for all the pre-fills. So teams left in the bat to close us: Baltimore, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Colorado, Detroit, Houston, Kansas City, Los Angeles Angels, Miami, Milwaukee, Minnesota, New York Mets, Pittsburgh, San Francisco, Seattle, Tampa Bay, Texas, Toronto, and Washington. In for Big Al's, take Cincy and bat, and I'll buy Cincy and Radke if Bill S wants to sell. Perfect, Kyle. Let me. Bob, you can pick whatever team you want there besides Cincy, because Kyle just grabbed him above. Let's see here. So, Bob, Kyle was just ahead of you in his comment above. He's taking Cincy in the bat, Cincy and Radke, if available, on a Big L. So let me fill that out. So anyone but the Reds in those available ones, Bob. Sorry about that. Kyle got you, and then Josh said, can I get a spot in Big Al full size? You can. So one left over here. So Cincy was, you said Bills. Bill, if you want to sell Cincy, let him know. 12 right here is Kyle. And you said Detroit, Bob. So close. It was close. Sorry. I'm like, hey, grab whoever you want. Sometimes that happens. If you're just jumping in, guess a starting AFC quarterback. I narrowed it down to that for you. That's who we've got in the bag here. If you guess who it is right, you get $10 credit to use tonight. One left in hockey, two left in baseball, one left in Big L's. Gotta be faster. I know you're doing it to try to help as well, so I appreciate that, Bob. I'll roll randoms for the bat and the HP license jersey once we get those closed. So two left in bat, one left in NHL. Just won a case hit. Nice, Bob. McGuire, Sosa. Hey, maybe you're bringing the good luck here, if not for you, for everyone, that we can get a nice headliner. That'd be sweet. McGuire, Sosa, dual sign. That's cool, man. Jason, Mets. You got it. Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. Jason T. Daryl taking Colorado. I'm surprised Colorado's sitting there with Cale Makar. No, they don't have a ton of names, but they have more than a couple, and Makar is not easy. But no McKinnon, so I get that. Okay, full on hockey, so I'll get those randoms going. Remember, if we hit Lemieux, it is a Pittsburgh jersey, but that would be a random. So would the All-Star game. We just put all 32 teams up and random those out. But like for Brian's case, if we hit Yager, obviously you on them, and any other Penguin. Okay, let me run these, and then we'll try to fill up the last baseball spot and the last Big L's, and then we're full. Does NBA start at 6:30, 8:30 Eastern again tonight? I think that's when it is. I got to watch a lot of that game the other night, which was surprising. It must have been a slow game. Usually they're over by the time I get going. Okay. 7 times total on these. There's 4, 5, 6, and 7. San Jose on top. Arizona, Utah on bottom. Let's see here, right here. I'll read off who has who when we get to this break. We'll do bat first, then the multi-sport license jersey, then bat first, then HP, then multi-sport, then Radke, then Big L's. We're almost there. Bat's going to be the first one we roll. Otherwise, I'd get rolling with one of these, but one left in bat, and then we're good to go. We can fill up the last Big L's before we start Big L's. If you haven't yet, guessed a starting quarterback in the AFC for a chance to get some Wonka money to use tonight. Okay. Very close. listening to Ben Stiller talk about the Knicks a little bit ago. What does he know? I just want a good series. 7 games, please. It's been fun basketball for once. Bill grabbing the last spot. Thanks, Bill. Good luck to you. So I can run these randoms as well while we're waiting for the bat to fill. Last spot and bat will get us rolling, but let me run the randoms on the full size. Then you guys have time to trade, sell, buy, whatever. So you'll stay in this order. I'm going to run the teams and assign them to you, and then we'll reorganize. So here. Yeah, it has. It's been fun. Surprised they won by 2 goals. The other games have been 1-goal games. I mean, it was at the end of the game, but still great games. Hockey's been great. I've been really pleasantly surprised with the NBA Finals too. Physical, fun games. So was Spurs and Thunder, but fun stuff. And then I gotta just sit around with baseball's going until preseason starts for football. 4, 5, 7 times, guys. 6 and 7. Cincy on top, Miami on bottom. Kyle, I know you're claiming trying to get Cincy, but they're at the tippy top today. Let's go here. And we'll reorganize them. Cincy on top, Miami on bottom. So, Bill, you landed Miami. Greg, you landed Cincy. I will reorganize them and make sure you guys still have those teams. Cincy, Greg, Bill, Miami. I'll read these off now since you guys may want to trade or sell or buy. And then as soon as this last baseball team gets picked up for the bat, we'll run that and we'll get going. Everything else is set. 2 randoms left in Racky, Las Vegas, and Jacksonville for 18, and 1 team left here. In the Big Owls, which will be our 5th break we do tonight. Zach, you've got the Arizona-New York Jets combo spot. Brian, you've got Atlanta. Clint, you've got Baltimore. Joseph, Buffalo. Dustin, you have Carolina, Tennessee. Zach, Chicago. Greg, you have Cincy and Cleveland. AJ, you have Dallas. Greg, you have Denver. Tim, you have Detroit. Bill S. Green Bay. Robert B., you have Houston. Carlos, Indy. Josh G., Jacksonville. Bill S. Kansas City. Jesse, Vegas. Tim, the Chargers. Bill S. the Rams in Miami. Elliot, you've got Minnesota. Kyle, New England. Greg, New Orleans. Jonathan R., the Giants. Kevin O., Philadelphia. Jason T., Pittsburgh. Hila, you've got San Francisco. Chris, Seattle. Elliot, Tampa Bay. And Bob, Washington. Pittsburgh's up for trade in the full size. Okay, I'll read through baseball teams one more time, and then if not, what we'll do is we'll have 14 randoms and 2 solos at $11. We'll give it one more try here to get a full claim, and if not, we'll just have some randoms, which also works. And then we're ready to roll. Teams left: Baltimore, Cleveland, Colorado. This is MLB. Houston, Kansas City, Los Angeles Angels, Miami, Milwaukee, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, San Francisco, Seattle, Tampa Bay, Texas, Toronto, and Washington. So I'll do randoms here in 30 seconds. There'll be 2 solos if none get claimed, and we'll roll from there. Switching to Thursday, he said. Okay. Better for me. Better for me. Okay, let's just sell some solo baseball teams. 2 of them. Or not. I got Bill taking Brewers. Bob, right after at the Brewers. Bob, you're on the same wavelength as everyone claiming, just a second behind. Bill, I got you on the Brewers. I'm sure it shows, Bob, you first on your screen. If you refresh and go to live chat, which I need to do. What if Chad's been talking to me this whole time and I didn't see him because I was on top chat? No, I already saw his comment earlier. No, that's okay. You do have your 2 spots. You just missed on the 2. Yeah, so if you go from top chat to live chat, like the little button you see or all messages, it'll straighten it out so you can see what I see. So you don't have to just trust me. You can see it too. But when they come in that quick, I know it puts yours ahead of the other person's no matter what. Okay, well, let me go back here. Crew going there. 15 randoms, Bill. Thank you for closing, Bob. Thank you for trying to help close as well. Let's get randoms going here now instead of solos. So 7 times. Yeah, that goes for anybody. I said a lot more, and I kind of forget to do it now. When we do our full size claims and there's a ton that go right after each other, it's better if you close out and come back in after your claims, or even just toggle from top to live chat and it'll reorder the comments. I don't know why, but the algorithm will put yours ahead of theirs just because it loads yours first before it loads in the other comments. Probably like a 2 or 3 second time period. If it's after that, it'll put it behind them. But 4, 5, 6, and our 7th random. Washington on top, Pittsburgh on bottom. Probably hard to knock you down today, Bob, when you hit a McGuire-Sosa duel, on top of the world. That's cool. All right, guys, let's get rolling. Appreciate you helping me close this before we get rolling. Now we can just kind of get through all of them. All the randoms have been run. The only thing that's left now are a couple solos in Radke, and that's Vegas and Jacksonville. We'll talk about that when we get there. In the hit parade bat, Brad, I've got you with San Diego and Washington. Josh G, Philadelphia and the Angels. Charlie, you've got Boston and Cleveland. Bob, you have the Cubs and Minnesota. Chad, New York Yankees and Tampa Bay. Jason, you have St. Louis and Colorado. Scott, Los Angeles Dodgers, Atlanta, Houston, and Seattle. Larry V, you have Chicago White Sox and Miami. Elliot, Oakland and Kansas City. Dustin, you have Arizona and Toronto. Kyle, you have Cincy and Texas. Bob, Detroit, San Francisco. Jason T, you've got the Mets and Baltimore. And then Bill S, you closes with Milwaukee and Pittsburgh. So let's close this. What are the votes looking like? Running back still. Wide receiver tight another close behind. QB, no faith in the QB. I get it. Okay, what am I looking for? Dice. 6-sided dice. Okay, we've got 2, 1, 2, 3. I'll just cut them out. 1, 2, 3 in order here. 4, 5, or 6. We'll re-roll it, obviously. That'll work. 1 works. We rolled 1 on Monday as well, didn't we? 1. Right here. Take Jacksonville and Radke. Okay. 1 of the solos. Gotcha. Okay, so just Vegas left. Tim's all his bad talk. Yeah, you're good. Jonathan R. in Jacksonville. So just Vegas left in the solo on Radke, but I'll come back to that. Let's do bat number 1. And I can cut it better into the side here. We'll save. Oh, that freaked me out because I turned it around. I thought I opened box 2, 3. We'll save 2s, 2 and 3 for the next 2 weeks. Where will you not fall over? How about right there? Right there. There we go. Okay. This is tube 48 of 100, guys, from Series 1. I might open down here because this one's still sealed pretty good. This one is not as open, so let's open this bottom side. And then I can retape it good. Good luck, everyone. Thanks for joining tonight. In the bats, we got Hit Parade, a lot of different products today. Three new products. Bat, Hit Parade jersey, multi-sport. We haven't done that in a while. All right, let's see if I can get this out without ruining the autograph. I think I did it. Opening's down here. I'm going to keep it backwards. Slide it out. Here we go. Good luck, all. Here's our bat. 3, 2, 1. Should be there somewhere. Ooh. A season record for attendance? personal model Big Stick, 1993, a season to remember baseball in the Rockies. Record 67 wins, 95 losses. That might be 57. I can't quite tell. Attendance 4,483,350, limited edition out of 500. This is kind of cool. Is it a Rockies bat then? The player? Anyone recognize that signature before I cheat and look at the thing? I can't quite tell. It looks familiar. That looks like that could be David Justice. Larry Walker, Todd Helton. Those would be cool, either one of those. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's on the other side. That's why you cut out the top, Al. Well, I'm going to be taping them both. Todd Helton. It kind of doesn't look like those with the signature. See, what do? I go 3 months or 4 months without doing a bat, and then I forget that you got to cut the top so you can see the dang name if we don't know it. Sneaky, sneaky, I know. I'll tape it all back up good before I ship it. Should be on this side. And it is. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's Dante Bichette. Is this any relation to Bo? Isn't there a Bo Bichette? Dante Bichette. I can see that now. Bo's dad? That's cool. See, I don't know much, but I know I can act like I'm not hearing about baseball for the first time today. Dante's his dad. That's cool. Let's look here. I mean, I would really hope that that's a Colorado. Yeah. He spent the most time with the Colorado Rockies as well. But it is, I mean, it's not often that we have an actual like logo or something on the bat, and that says Rockies. This would have been a fun one to try to deal with if it wasn't a Rockies bat, but this is Rockies. And it's dated 93 too. Are there any spots in Big Al's helmet? It is full, Brad. I don't know if anyone's selling. I should have messaged you again and said, I know you're in Facebook jail. Do you want any spots? That's totally my bad. If anyone's selling, maybe that's cool. Dante Bichette. That is a Colorado Rockies hit. Let me find out who has Colorado. And it's dated 93. Yeah, that helps a little bit too. That's baseball's interesting sometimes for that purpose. Colorado is spot 6. The St. Louis claim. Jason J. Jason Johnston hitting Colorado. Dante Bichette, Bo's daddy. That's a cool one. Season to remember, 1993 baseball in the Rockies. I like that. 4 million in attendance for the whole year. Divide that by 80 games. Although it looks like it says 67 wins and 95 losses. That doesn't quite add up. If the I guess it does. 162 games, isn't that? Yeah, that's what they play. Never mind. Great hit. Rawlings bat here going to Colorado. That's Jason J. Sorry to those that did not hit in that one. That's a cool bat. I like it. Not often we hit Rockies. Rockies were one of the teams, if you guys remember back to baseball days on eBay, I couldn't list the Rockies. Anything Colorado, anything Rockies would get flagged by eBay, so we'd always sell a Colorado spot across all the baseball stuff for the night. Remember that? We'd do bids for it. Some people didn't like it because they couldn't bid for it on eBay, and I knew there's just nothing we could do about it. The Colorado spot. We could have also looked at the back insert there, but I wanted to see the bottom here. I'll take this back up. That's cool. Dante Bichette. All right, let's get rolling. Is that his dad? Yeah, I think it's his dad. Okay, let's do some Hit Parade hockey jersey, guys. We haven't done this in a while. We used to buy a case of these, and we could in the future if we wanted. But I'm really enjoying East Coast. I think they put out a good product. Lots of big names that we don't see as often in other products, and then good middle names that are fan favorites. There's I think the last 2 hit parades we pulled have come from East Coast. They buy product from East Coast and other places as well. So we'll see what we pull tonight. But 1 box. This was just a filler until the new series got here. I think it'll get here tomorrow or the next day. Well, let's see what you got here, though. 93 was Colorado's first year. They were a hot ticket despite so-so record. That's cool. Hopefully that's not what Utah turns into when we get a baseball team. Okay, Larry V, you've got Boston, San Jose, Chicago, and Toronto. Jonathan R, Dallas, Calgary, and then down below Carolina, Washington. Don't skip, Al. Nick, you have Philly and Vegas. I'm not going to skip. Brian, Pittsburgh Islanders. Jake, Columbus, Ottawa. Jason T, Detroit and St. Louis. Daryl, you have Montreal and New Jersey. Are you read yours there? Jonathan, Carolina, Washington. Dylan, Buffalo, and Tampa. These were mini wins. Nick, you had Winnipeg and Minnesota. Brian W, Florida and the Rangers. Jason T, Edmonton, Anaheim. Chad, Nashville, and Seattle. And then Brian W had Vancouver and Los Angeles as a claim. Daryl, you closes with Colorado and the Arizona-Utah combo spot. Those all kind of go together, huh? Just need Vegas there, too. All the teams around here. Don't need to roll dice. Don't need to random. We only have 1 box. It's this one. Box 71 of 100 from Series 3. I'm excited to see what we pull here. We'll do our multi-sport next after this. We'll do Racky after that, and then Big Al's, and then a few live fills tonight. You guys let me know when the game tips off, just so I'm in the know. Probably right now, right? Probably soon. Need a streaker to go on the court to make the game get delayed or something. Okay, here we go. We'll close the poll. We'll get the guesses. Actually, we'll wait till after multi-sport. We'll close it before Radkey. So if something hits and you guys want to change your vote or that influences your vote, great. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Hopefully it's not the number played up, or sorry, the name played up. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, it's that is very cool. That's I think it's a Hockey Fights Cancer jersey, and I know the name there too. I'm pretty sure that is Tim Stützle. This is Kojo on the jersey. Hockey Fights Cancer. These are hard to get. I've been trying to collect them. So winner, you can talk to me if you don't like it. 3, 2, 1. It is. That is cool. Hockey Fights Cancer. I actually went to the Hockey Fights Cancer game in Utah. They were wearing them pre-game. They didn't wear them for the game. I thought they'd wear them for the game. I guess that was stupid of me. But Adidas Pro. Let me you guys know what team this is, but let's just unravel it and look at the front before I just blurt it out. Very cool. Hockey Fights Cancer. Ottawa Senators. They all have this little name tag down here where you write on there. So they had a bunch of these cards that you could fill out at the game and say, I fought for, and you write, or I fight for. And my mom had breast cancer a couple times. I wrote my mom's name on there, and everyone held it up. It was kind of a cool experience. But they made these for every team. I fight for, and then Daryl can read that for me down there. Je me bats pour la victoire. That was horrible, I know. And then there's the Hockey Fight Cancer patch, too, on the side. Very cool. Tim Stützle, Ottawa Senators fight strap here. That's cool. I think that's the first one we've opened in this room, right? An HFC. Let me see who has Ottawa. I love it. Kojo. I was thinking we might get East Coast or AJ's, and then we get Kojo. Who had Ottawa? HP license jersey. Ottawa is spot 6. Jake G, you had Columbus, and you got Ottawa as a random. Jake, if it's not your style and you want to look at trades, let me know. If you want to keep it, I don't blame you one bit. It's a great jersey. We have our card in here. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of buying singles. It makes me want to just like have a whole case and see what else comes out. But that's our one jersey. Adidas Hockey Fights Cancer jersey. Tim Stützle, Ottawa Senators. That's cool. Congrats, Jake. I don't know if Jake watches live. We'll see it later. Beautiful hit. The German. Okay. Let's move on to our multi-sport jersey, guys. This is licensed as well. These can be anything. It can be Nike, Adidas, Fanatics, Mitchell & Ness, whatever else I'm forgetting. Majestic, Cooperstown Collection, and everything in between. I posted this a long time ago in the day, so I'm going to not read off all 100 names. If you did not see your line, which is very possible, and you want me to read your line or lines, I'm happy to do that. Just say, hey, who do I have? And I'll read them for you. Otherwise, I'm just going to read the claims, but I'm happy to read them if you need me to read your line. Not everyone finds the picture on the page. Okay, in this one, Christy, you had Clark, Mbappe, Pulisic, and Bedard with some randoms attached. Greg, Allen, that's Josh Allen and Larry Bird. Bob M, you had Ovechkin. Larry K, McDavid, Chad, Eichel. Brian W, Hughes, Nick, Slavkovsky. Tim, you have Shaquille O'Neal. Brad, Clayton Kershaw. Jake G, you've got Curry. Larry V, Nolan Ryan, Jonathan S, Ken Griffey Jr., Jeff V, Trout. Dave, you have Iverson, Elliot Ewing, and Jim V, you had Beckham. Jonathan, you bought some solos from Jonathan S, Jonathan R, Jonathan S, Deion Sanders, Acuna, and Angel Reese. If anybody does not know their full line, let me know now. I'm happy to read them. Nick's in the bad. Lots of Nick's guesses. We'll have to see if I put Nick's in there or not. Lamar Jackson, I like the guesses. Lots of good guesses. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to write with a pen on these ones instead of stickers because I'm out of those stickers. No, I've got more right there. Let's do stickers. They should be like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But let's open it up. If they're going down, then we'll label them 1 to 6. If not, left to right, because this is America. If you play cards and you put King, Queen, Jack, 10, I will let you know you're doing it wrong. It's 10, Jack, Queen, King, left to right, all right? It's an argument we have every time we play cards with my in-laws. Not really an argument, but left to right. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to put stickers on them. Game still hasn't started. Four, 5, 6. Let's get a box number now. Let's use the baseball bat. We'll keep that. Same dice works. See if we roll a 1 again. Nope. 5. Box 5 is what we're going to roll with first here. Just started. My friends are doing stats. Are they really? That's cool, Chad. Are they like outside crew doing it? Do they hire different crews from everyone for the finals like that? One day you'll be calling the finals, Chad. They're doing something there. Box 5. And the Pacers crew. That's cool. And then I'll make you say something like a saying that only I would know, and it means you're saying hi to me or something. That's what I'll do. Okay, box 5. We'll have to see one of these headliners and one of these 6. Maybe a couple would be cool. There's a bunch of big names there. Let's see where we go. I'm going to peek in this one when I turn around just so we're not looking at nameplate. Biggest pet peeve, I don't know why. Pacers crew. Let's make sure this is number side. Looks like it is. Okay, here we go. Good luck, everyone. 3, 2, 1. I know who that is. It's funny. I just bought a jersey of his today. Different style that I've never seen before. Not this style. That's cool. We're starting NBA on this one. I love the numbers they use on these Mitchells and Ness for NBA. Nice and slick. The silver ink looks great on them. That's great. That is the worm. That is Dennis Rodman. Vlad was your guess before I opened it, Jonathan. I could see that. Vlad Jr. It's a great hit, and that looks like a Mitchell and Ness. Let me see who had Rodman. Sometimes he gets claimed, but this series there's so many big names that might be a hard claim. Let's see who had Dennis Rodman. Now I got to look through all of them. It's also on the page if you want to verify, but let me just find it. There it is. Dennis Rodman is the Larry Bird claim. Sergio Aguero would have been a cool hit. Sean Kemp, John Morant, Dennis Rodman. Greg, you almost got all NBA on there, which is not usually your forte. But you're hitting the worm. I agree, Bob. That's a great hit. We have the khaki Dennis Rodman in the series right now. I just bought a green Dennis Rodman today that I'm pretty happy with. It'll be in the series down the road, but such a fun jersey to have. Chicago Bulls, Mitchell and Ness, licensed jersey. Should be a swingman. 1997, 1988. Tag coming through here. What does the unsigned jersey cost on this? 120 is my guess? 130. 130 unsigned swingman, Mitchell and Ness. Going to Gregor. Gregor, nice hit. Thank you for the NBA jersey. Hey, you claimed Bird, so you kind of brought that that mojo onto you. Let's get more NBA names. It's hard to not go after a guy like Bird, huh? It's a great hit. I've got the red one and a pinstripe Rodman. That's cool, Bob. I don't think I have a Rodman in my collection. I'd love one. We've had probably 4 or 5 different Rodmans in the series. Right now, if you look on the licensed series post, you can see we've got the khaki Rodman, which I think is pretty cool. And then we've got a green one. I don't know if it's like a Christmas Rodman. I'll have to look at what the actual term is, but it's green Chicago Bulls. It's kind of cool. Very cool. Rodman and a hockey fights cancer Tim Stutzel. I don't know why it's choosing to not focus today, but it is. Robinson Spurs, we've had him a few times. Those are fun too. We could very well see him in this case at some point. Okay, it is time for football. We can close the poll and do that stuff. We did not hit football for multi-sport, so that doesn't influence that. Last chance, guys, to guess a starting quarterback in the AFC. If you get it right, you get $10 to use tonight. Also, last chance to vote, although I think I'm going to close at 39%. The next closest is 12% off with 30 votes, so that's quite a bit away, like 4 or 5 votes away probably. So I think we're okay. Let's end the poll. So you guys are going running back. Who won last night? Was it running back? I don't think I marked the last one. Maybe running back won last night. You guys are going for another running back day, huh? Okay, running back it is. Okay, we'll go Racky first. We'll go Big Al's full size next. If anybody's selling a team, I think Brad was asking if anyone's looking to trade for, is it the Steelers, Jason? Jason's got Steelers up for trade if anyone wants to offer trading for the teams you got there. There's another guess. I like it. Let's do this. Let's get our names read off here. Let's get a box number, and then we'll open the gold bag. In this one, Joseph, I've got you with Philadelphia and Seattle. Greg, Miami and Pittsburgh. Steve, Rams and Atlanta. Greg, Chargers and Houston. Joseph, Chicago, Tennessee. Bill S., you have Green Bay, Denver. Jonathan R., San Francisco. Sorry, I went the other way. San Francisco, Minnesota, Minnesota, San Francisco. Tim, Detroit, Dallas, and Vegas. Vegas is up for sale for 18. Jonathan R. claimed your Jacksonville spot. If anybody wants to buy the Raiders in this one boxer for 18, Tim has them up for sale. Bill, you have Buffalo and Cincy. Greg, Giants and Kansas City. Brian W., New Orleans, Arizona. also Carolina and Tampa Bay. David L., you have Washington, Baltimore, Cleveland, and the New York Jets. And then Brad, you close this with Indy and New England. These are our boxes. Let's get a box number. Excuse me, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 10. We're going highest box left. Do we need to go back there? I don't think we do. Box 10 works. These are not in order, but box 10 is lower left. Okay. Let's get the guest going here. Now I'll answer your question. This is a PC helmet, Nick. But I don't think it would have mattered on this one because I got a few PC of them. I got a few sitting over there for the series too. So it could have been any combination. Here we go. Good luck. 3, 2, 1. I think the very first claim was right, which is happening a lot lately. I don't think I can scroll all the way up to the top. Oh, yes, I can. Jonathan said Herbert bag. I think there was a few other Herbert bags. Starting quarterback, there's only one starting quarterback for the Chargers right now, and that is Jay Herbie. Jonathan got it. I know there was at least one other one that got it. Jonathan S. got it too. The Jonathan's getting it right today. There may have been a third. Someone let me know if there's a third Herbie. I'm going to write you guys down, though. John R., John S. 10 buckarooskies for you two. Just see 2. Yeah, it's I don't want to say I have like a goal to get all the chromes, but I mean, I'm getting there, getting closer. I'm not halfway, but I've got some. It's too obvious. I don't know about that. I was going to do that same guess and pull out the Mahomes chrome, but I remember using that one not long ago, so I didn't. I picked Joey B because he just redid his contract yesterday. Yeah, Mahomes did his contract today. That's what had me thinking about it. That's easy and hard at the same time, right? Okay, you guys are going running back. We got 2 with credit, the Jonathans. Give yourself some high fives. We will do our Big Al's 4-boxer after this. I'll probably give you guys a second to trade sell after I read them again, now that everyone's here. Well, more people here maybe. And then we'll roll with the 4-boxer. We'll do a live fill, either a 2 or a 3-boxer, and that's where we'll go. Well, let's open. Well, look at me and all my. I don't have a bunch of starting quarterback chromes. That's just the one I walked past when I was looking at stuff. Those might be my only 2 starting QB chromes. Probably not, but could be. It was literally right here. Where's. Maybe it was. No, yeah, it's right here up to my right. I was scanning the stuff and I thought, let's do that. There's a reason I don't show the whole office, Eric. It's for the opposite of what you're trying to imply. Okay, box 10. I will say this though, I've been trying to find a Brady for somebody, and I happened to cross a Chrome Patriots Brady today that I almost bought. Didn't know what I was going to do with it, but probably not keep it. But that would be a Chrome to have. Okay, here we go. Good luck, all. We'll do one more Radke live fill tonight after the 2 Big Al's boxes. Oh, let's see what we got. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. 3, 2, 1. See, I saw the color of the box. I don't. If I can not give it away, I'll not give it away. But we had a blue box, which is Authentic College. Red is Rep College. We got an Authentic College here. Man, I'm trying to think. Texas. Oh, is there a Texas helmet in the pictures? Or is that like a previous series that I'm getting confused on? No, there's not. Did you guess Texas yesterday, Kyle? This could be a bunch of different guys. You guys saying people are making me question who I think it might be. Texas College Authentic with the display bar. Bijan. Every time you guys type Bijan, my screen does the autocorrect and it says Sesame. Sesame. I originally thought Ricky Williams, Kyle, and then I was starting to think of the quarterback too. Can't think of his name right now. Ewers. Let's see what we got here. Texas Authentic. 3, 2, 1. I wouldn't have guessed him, I'll tell you that much. I don't know that I've ever pulled an authentic Longhorns Earl Campbell. I'm pretty sure that's Earl Campbell. It looks a little more squiggly than normal. But I think that's an Earl. Do we concur? Interesting hit there if that's Earl. I love Earl Campbell. It's been a little bit since we've seen one. Spinning Wheel of Death. Is it spinning right now? Is my stream bad? That might not be Earl Campbell. I mean, it sure looks like it. Is the stream bad? Spinning Wheel of Death. I'm trying to think if that has to do with a nickname for him or if that has to do with my stream. It's Earl. Yeah, I'd be shocked if it wasn't, but it's a little different than normal. That one time I guessed wrong. I'm like 480 out of 500 in my last 500, 498 out of 500 in my last 500 helmets, but that one makes me question every helmet now. Good on your end, okay? Yeah, it is Earl. That's a great hit. Texas Authentic. Classic Texas Authentic. That is a Houston Oilers hit. Houston Oilers obviously is a Tennessee Titans hit. Tennessee went to. Can I find them? There they are. Spot 5. Joseph, you had Chicago. You got Tennessee as a random. Joseph K. hitting an Earl Campbell Texas Authentic. Great running back. I always, every time we pull an Earl, I always mention how I think he kind of gets the bad end of the stick. You know, you hit an Earl and everyone's like, that's not that great. I think the opposite. I love Earl. He's a great running back. I think that's an awesome hit. I'd love to see Arch. That's for sure. I like that guess. But I'll take an Earl Campbell Texas Authentic. Go on to Joseph. Joseph, congrats. Nice hit. All right, guys. Got Earl on a dual sign owners. That's cool. Yeah, it's hard to. I have Earl on a couple helmets my PC. Oilers helmets for Earl are the best, I think. But we've pulled a ton of different Texas helmets. I don't know the last time we pulled a solo Earl on a Texas. All right, guys, it's time for Big Al's. Let's pull this up. I'll give you guys a second to sell, trade, random, whatever you want to do with these before we open the boxes and roll the bingo balls. Let's read through them again. Jason has Pittsburgh for trade, so I'll give it a second too. That's not a horrible team to trade either. If someone's interested. Zach, you've got Arizona, New York Jets combo spot. Brian, Atlanta. Clint, you have Baltimore. Joseph, Buffalo. Dustin, Carolina, Tennessee combo. Zach, Chicago. Greg, Cincy, and Cleveland. AJ, you've got Dallas. Greg, Denver. Tim, you have Detroit. Bill S, Green Bay. Robert, you have Houston. Carlos, Indy. Josh G, Jacksonville. Bill S, Kansas City. Jesse, you've got Vegas. Tim, the Chargers. Bill S, the Rams in Miami. Elliot, Minnesota. Kyle, New England. Greg, you have New Orleans. Jonathan R, the Giants. Kevin O, Philly. Jason T, Pittsburgh. Healy, you've got San Francisco. Chris O, Seattle. Elliot, Tampa Bay. And Bob, Washington. So just, we're probably good to go. But if anyone's interested in trading for Pittsburgh, let us know. I'm going to roll the bingo balls, and then we'll get started. We will do a live fill. It'll probably be a pick one random one style, and then we'll do some a Radkey and some licensed jerseys tonight. Let's shake it up. Let's random these. Good enough. The guy was flipping an egg and an omelet. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know my screen's still on. I'll hold them up close. That's okay. I'll take a big bet. Yeah, well, you can hope for that. That's been your strategy, is call it a big name. See what happens. Okay. Notepad is where? Am I blind? On top of my printer. Right in front of me. Hoping you put that Brady Crumb in. Did you get New England? He did. I didn't buy it. I think someone else jumped in front of me. I wanted to make sure that they were legit first, but everyone else just jumps right on them. Your funeral. Okay. Here's our numbers, guys. First one is, whoops, I'm shoving it up the camera. 109, 109. Someone give me a heat check on the NBA game. What are we looking at? I want to see a 2-2 series. 128, 128. $92, 92. And if I can hold it right, 180, 180. My friends texting me, so one of these getting pushed and shoved every time he passes the next player, and they don't call anything. That's true, man. They kind of 25-14 Spurs. Okay. Go Spurs for tonight. I want to see 2-2. After that, I'll decide if I want to win the series. I'm still slightly rooting for the Spurs, but it's hard to root against the Knicks too. It's fun. All right, guys, let me grab these. 109, 128, 92, 180. Sounds like everything's staying where it's at. Spurs take early lead. Nice. the life of me, I cannot find the last box. Hold on. Check one more time, and then I'll figure out if there's a mistake on the sheet. Last look charm. Yeah, no. I have had stuff follow me, but I think my eyes are. I've had LASIK, but I've said a bunch of times the room in the closet that I have are not well lighted. I need to put the lamp on the wall that I bought, this little stick-on thing. And I need to just look for two numbers and then go to the next two. And instead, I try to look for all of them at the same time. I ran bad officiating. Knicks fans and Knicks coach, they were all pretty mad at some of those calls. Some of them were pretty bad the other day too. I didn't get to watch only but the fourth quarter. That'll be the same with this one. I like it when they fall on non-Monday, Wednesdays. Okay, let me make sure I got them all. 109. The one that took me the longest to find. There it is. 128, 92, and 180. All right. Yeah, I mean, I was basically blind before I had LASIK. I had to have contacts in all the time. I couldn't see someone that was this far away from me. I couldn't tell who they were. And now I've got pretty good vision, but at night, when I try to drive at night, I can't see much of anything. And it's the same when I go in that room. Sometimes all the little stickers blur together and it takes me a second. I don't want to admit I'm getting old, but I might have to do with it too. All right, looks like we jumped on Pittsburgh. Well, let's get rolling. We'll do a 2-box after this, Racky after that, and then Big Al's licensed jerseys to end the stream. Sorry for the delay there. Hopefully, which one was it? Hopefully it's a fun helmet. 109, right? Okay, 92 up first. Series 39. I have not totaled Wonka. I need to, guys. I will do it after this stream. We're far enough in now that where you guys should know who's leading and how far away you are. And I have not caught up on everything. I can't tell. I can tell the helmet. Can't tell who's on it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, some people like get LASIK and then it lasts for 10 years and it starts to go down. Maybe I'm to the point where I need to go have a look at it again. I don't want to do it again though. We got a rave. Hard to miss. Not know who this team is. I could tell. I just couldn't see the signature. I think it might have silver ink. It does. Who had the Vikes? Minnesota. Elliot, you had the Vikings on this one. Congrats. No Wonka. Ray full size. This is Beckett certified. I still can't tell who it is. 3, 2, 1. Now I can. I thought that 86 was a player number. I'm thinking 86 for the Vikings. I love this helmet. Some of you might not like it, but I think it's freaking sweet. Hall of Fame 86. That's the old quarterback, starting with a quarterback. I guess you guys started with a running back. That's what you wanted. I didn't even think about that. Going quarterback now. Fran Tarkenton. Zach, you're the first person I thought of. You've been all over Minnesota, and now you're getting the Kyle treatment where the Bengals only come out on random Wednesday claim. Maybe you can work out a trade. That's Fran. Cataracts. No, bueno, because of glaucoma. Oh, yikes. Hall of Fame 86, Fran Tarkenton. Becca certified. I love that helmet. It's on a rave. It's kind of, some people may say, why would Fran sign a rave like the most current crazy style for an old head guy? But Elliot's open for a trade. Okay. Well, there you go. There's the door's open at least. Sometimes you watch a guy you like get hit, and then the door's shut right when it gets hit. Nice hit, Elliot. Fran Tarkenton. Okay, 109, Series 39. This is the one that I could not find. Show me a big name hiding. Looking through fogged up glass. Yeah, that would suck. We'll have to wait because it's in a black bag. I said 0 on Wonka on that one too, right? Yes, I did. Wonka, 0-0. Ooh, I see the face mask color. That takes it down to 1 or 2 teams or 1 style. Hey, Nick saying, I'll do it quick. 3, 2, 1. Ah, see? I didn't even think of Jags Flash. I was thinking of Baltimore or slates for this too. And you said slate. That's what I thought maybe it was. It's not a slate, but it has a slate-ish face mask. A lot of slates have that silver or gold face mask. Jags Flash has that too. That's right. Baltimore alternate. We're going purple. What was it, last week? Maybe a week and a half ago. All we had was red out on the table, it felt like. Ravens on the alternate. One of my favorite alternates. That is Clint. Clint had the Ravens. Welcome back home, Clint. Hitting the Raven alternate here. This is the one I couldn't find either. I was about to come back and look at my list, see if 109 existed. It did. Here we go. Looking for Lamar. Henry's a good guess. I don't think I've seen a Lamar on this style. I would be all over that. I love this helmet too. 2 names that I really like out of the first 2. You probably think more of him as a Cardinal, but pretty popular signer for the Ravens too lately. Now that he does sign 2 years ago, I mean, we started breaking 6 years ago or 5 years ago. I don't know. It could be 3, it could be 8. I don't know. Somewhere in that. That is Anquan Boldin. Yeah, Lamar needs to sign again. Stuff that we find is hard to get, and I pay a lot for it. We have some. Anquan Boldin. It's a great hit. A couple years ago, it was really hard to find anything signed by Anquan Boldin. Now he's done a signing or 2 since then, and we get to see him. Ironically, we see him more on Baltimore stuff than Arizona stuff. And that bugs me, but I like him. Nice hit. Clint. Anquan Boldin, Ravens alternate. Okay. Next one up, 128. Series 39. 0 Wonka. Oh man, this is. Yes, please do, Clint. Send me a message. This is funny. 3, 2, 1, and only one person knows why it's funny. We got a rivalry helmet. I love their rivalry helmet. Got the orange beak, red, white, sandish Arizona vibes. I think it's cool. Who had the Cardinals? Top spot. Zach B. Hey, if there's an option. 3 last team standing left. This is Arizona's first helmet. Okay. Zach hitting on the rivalry helmet. Sweet. They do. There's a few of these teams that are getting newer styles too. Like not everyone has rivalry, but I really like the look of this one. You got the flag edition back there too, part of the Arizona flag. Back at certified on this one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Jonathan said Pat Pete. He was right. I'd love to see Warner on this style. Emmett would be sweet on this style. We've seen McBride on a bunch of these. I'll tell you the story why it's funny. Chad, I messed up in the way that I shipped Chad. Long story, I messed up. It's returning back to me. I had another one of these that came a while back. I was going to trade him for it. We ended up not trading, but I was saying, here's the Patrick Peterson you won. Here's one I have to trade you. They're both signed like up here. And we ended up going a different route. But then we got another Pat signed on the front. What are the odds of that? Hey, you guys have trade option if you're looking to trade. But both of those are fun helmets. Patrick Peterson, who also was a Viking at some point, and you are correct. Anquan and Pat Pete play together. That's cool. Lots of little similarities. Okay. I'll be honest, I didn't even think I had one of those in the series. We had one hit from Fire Factory, I had one in reserves, and apparently there was one already in the series. Okay, 180, final one. We'll do a 2-boxer after this. Series 39, 0 Wonka. Cerro Wonka. I see the team. I don't see the autograph. Tarkenton, Bolden, Peterson. 3, 2, 1. We went 2-2. 2 AFC, 2 NFC. See the team, see the style. It's a double bagger. 4 different divisions as well. That's a Denver Broncos Eclipse. Denver. And 4 for 4 and 0 Wonkas. I keep waiting for us to just catch up dramatically. It's just not going to happen. Less work for me, I guess. Who had Denver? Usually a hot team. Denver. Greg E. hitting on the Broncos. This one is Beckett as well. Eclipse. Oh, yeah. 3, 2, 1. I like it. We just hit him not that long ago on Fire Factory. A couple times on Fire Factory, I think. A slate and a throwback. I'll never complain about a John Elway hit. Eclipse. That's a great hit. John Elway. I fell behind on positions, but we got 2 quarterbacks, 1 running back, 1 other, and 1 wide receiver. So it's pretty close again. Pretty close again. Let me get this. Don't start claiming it. Just like to do random Wednesdays to hurt people. Yeah, I realize that happens. I hurt a couple people every single week. Recap here, guys. Congrats, winners. Sorry to those that didn't hit. We had Fran Tarkenton on a rave, Anquan Bolden on an alternate, Patrick Peterson on a rivalry, and John Elway on an Eclipse. Let's do a 2-boxer. Pick one random one tonight. Probably could have gotten away with a 3-boxer, but we're going to do a 2-boxer because the sooner we get over tonight, the sooner you guys can watch basketball instead of me. Maybe I can watch the last quarter. I can hear someone. William. Dingus. Nope, no one there. Not that he would respond to that, but he might laugh. Okay. Let's go up here and find our spots. Oh, man. San Francisco, Elliott, Kansas City. Hold on, let me top chat, live chat. I think I already did it, but sometimes it hides comments. I'm going to do it again. San Francisco, Kansas City. Kansas City, number 2 is Greg. Buffalo, number 3 is Bill B. San Francisco just behind Jason on that one. Washington up with a random for Nick. That's number 4. Nick F with a random, not a question mark. I hit a jersey with Nick. Let's all hit a jersey with Nick. It's a good one too. I bid on him because it wasn't too high, and then I thought I lost on it, and I got busy, and then the stream kept freezing because I was in bad service. Joe, Minnesota. Jason behind on San Francisco. Dallas is number 6 for Zach. Brad just behind on Washington. Sorry, Brad. Detroit is number. Did I skip stuff? No, I didn't. Detroit is number 7 for. I was due. I know. There's some other guys that go harder than me on your stream though, so I don't ever feel bad for myself. I do for a second, and then I snap out of it. Yeah, me too. I was really happy about that one. Bill Ash, Chicago, got you. Giants number 9 for Greg. 10 is Kansas. Nope, not Kansas City. 10 is Philly. It was Jonathan Taves, Reebok for Chicago, and Jonathan Taves is not an easy one to get either. Not an easy name. I know there's a few. I think Daryl has one in his series too, so it's a fun one to go after. I have one of my PC Adidas. This one was Reebok, so I thought it was a cool one to have. I want to get him on a Winnipeg jersey. Have you seen him on Winnipeg, Nick? I think I saw one, and I missed on it. It was winner's choice, and I think I bought 3 of the 10 spots, and I missed on it. 11, Tampa Bay for Dustin. We'll probably need a few spots left still here. I saw one, but I didn't get it. 12 is New England for Bill B. Green Bay is 13 for Bill S. 14 is Jets for Bob. I think we're caught up there. Let me make sure that it's 14, that I didn't miss any. No, I think we're okay. Okay, 2 spots left to close this. What did I miss? I thought that I saw a claim from Clint, but maybe I missed it, or maybe it got deleted because it was a duplicate claim. I'm questioning myself here. Who are the? Oh, that's what I saw. Who are the last three teams standing? Did someone answer them? I mean, it doesn't matter in my series since every team has 6, but I didn't realize that Arizona was one of them. So it's right where I look at every day. I don't pay attention to it. We'll eventually hit all the teams. 2 spots left. Yeah, and if you're new to the group or whatever, every series we do a guessing game where you guess who you think the last team standing will be. If you get it right, you get a chance to win a free helmet. Someone will hit it. New England, San Francisco, Washington. Okay. So 1 AFC, 2 NFC. We're getting close. This could happen any day now. We just need to hit 2 of those to have it close. We were at 4 when we started. And Arizona helped us there. Five people left. Ooh, so that probably means there's a chance that someone could solo win it. At least one could be a solo winner. Hey, thanks, Bob. I'll always double check after the stream. The way it works with me is if you're new, which you're not, I'll double check on the stream. But everyone else here joining has been hanging out with me for a long time. New England's a solo, and the other 2 are doubles on each of them. I'll double check payment. But if you're not new, I check right after the stream or later on in the night. Stay up until midnight, getting it all done, ready to ship out. And then tomorrow we'll drop our weekend breaks for the weekend. A couple of those, Fire Factory and Big Al's licensed. I'm going golfing Friday by the lake. Excited about that. We're almost there, guys. Just 2 spots left. And then there's also 1 solo available for 20. So 2 spots left. We'll close us. We're going to do a Radke live fill next, and then we'll do some licensed jerseys. No new additions on the jerseys. We just had the 2 hit. The new additions, I think, are still standing, right? Pat LaFontaine, Zach Werenski, and Rob Gronkowski were our new additions on Monday. Brian Gravenindi. Thank you, Brian. 1 spot left. Nick has a solo left. If anybody wants to jump in for 20, it's a good way to do it. You just grab whatever random lands on his name, and you pay half. Is it second quarter, guys? It's not halftime yet, is it? Maybe it is. Maybe it's close. And I don't know when my music stopped, but I've been listening to myself talk for way too long. I can't even hear it. What is happening? We're trying to play this, but it's taking a while. Play something offline? What? Take it out of my ear, put it back on, reestablish, make the ding, pick a checklist. There we go. All is well. Okay, 1 spot left, guys. 1 random available. I bet my volume control in my voice is better when I'm not listening to music, though. I'm not yelling at the stream. Who hit the Elway? I got a Montana Al's corner if you want to trade. Elway was Greg. Greg, if you want to trade Elway for Montana, I think you've got both Elway and Montana, but depends on preference, I would assume. It's a good trade offer. Is yours an Eclipse as well, Nick? I think it might be, right? I want to say Greg hit one of the Elways from Fire Factory not long ago either, so maybe. And Zach and Elliot, will you guys let me know if I'm holding on to these just so I don't ship in the morning and then have you say we're trading? If you want me to hold for a second just while you guys talk, I'm happy to do that. You got it, Elliot. See if something works. Worth a shot, right? If it helps you both out. If not, you can try again down the road. Sometimes trades don't work now, but they'll work later on. I was getting a little out of hand there. Yikes. This happens every game. Spurs go up and then Knicks come back. That's a big lead. Joe closing us with Seattle. You get if no one grabs it, and you can try to sell. Gotcha, Joe. $36. Pick one random one, and then we'll do some licensed jerseys to end the stream. Let me go over here. I'll definitely be able to watch at least the 4th quarter. That's great. Maybe even the second half. Unless I keep getting time by yapping to myself. Okay, there's our randoms. There's 1, 2, 7 times 3, 5, 6, and 7. Atlanta on top, Cincinnati on bottom. Nick, your random is the Rams. Let me know if you're holding and selling. Elliot, you have San Francisco and Atlanta. Greg, Kansas City, Cleveland. Bill B, Buffalo, Tennessee. Nick, you've got Washington and the Rams. Joe, Minnesota, Pittsburgh. Zach, Dallas and Jacksonville. Greg, Detroit and Vegas. Bill S, Chicago, New Orleans. Greg, Philadelphia and Carolina. Dustin, Houston. Bill S, Green Bay, Denver. Bob, you have the Jets, Indy and Miami. And Joe, you have Seattle and Cincy. Go plowing past. Rams for sale. Anybody interested in the Rams? I'll roll the bingo balls. By Ram. Okay. Mark that. That was Greg. How long, Greg, before we see a Myles Garrett Rams helmet? First one I ever find is going to be mine. After that, for second one I find will be mine. How nice will that look? A Myles Garrett Flash Rams or something? Ooh. All right, let's close this. You can. What was my God team video jumped over? No problem. Bob, you have. Why can't I find your name? New York Jets and Arizona Cardinals. New York Jets, Arizona Cardinals. Okay, I don't need to shake it. We just need two numbers. Buckle my shoe. My friend said so funny to watch towns flail everywhere. Don't pick on Cat. Okay, first up, 22, 2-2. Next up, 107, 107. All right, guys, let me grab them. 22, 107. Oh. Yeah, it is one of the 8 rivalry helmets. I don't know that we've seen them all. We've seen Rams, Niners, Arizona. We have not seen a Seattle one yet. I've seen them out in the wild. We haven't had them in my series or in rack or Fire Factor or anything. I'm trying to think. We've seen Bills. Have we seen Jets? We've seen Miami. We've seen Bills. We've seen New England. I don't know if I've seen Jets. Am I just forgetting that one? Someone refresh my memory. Okay, 22-107, 22-107. Next up, guys, will be Racky. Let's see. Racky. And then we'll do some licensed jerseys in the stream tonight, like we always do. Okay, 22 up first. Good luck, all. Series 39. I'm going to fix that when I retape it, but that's not a great tape job. This one feels like it's heavy. Well, of course it would. Well, of course. 3, 2, 1. We had Bob say, "What's my random team?" We were talking about rivalries. We got Thomas saying that Arizona helmet's neat. Bound to happen. We're talking Arizona, 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 and we double up on Arizona tonight. Emmett in box 22. Hey, if it is. For those that don't know, if we hit the jersey number of the player on the box, if it's like 1, 2, 2, or 22, we get rid of the 1. Then we do, I think it's $50 credit. We used to do a mini jersey, but that doesn't really exist anymore. So $50 credit to someone random in the break if this happens to be a player that wears number 22, which you got a shot with Emmett. Bob, this is you. We just said who's your random, so I know it's you. Let me scroll back over. New York Jets, Arizona. Bob, classic speed authentic for the Cardinals. Provo would have helped out there if we'd seen Provo, huh? Back at certified, we got red ink. That's not Emmett. I mean, it's close. Number 10, number 22. That is D-Hop. That is Nuke. Nuck. I don't know what his nickname is. N-U-K. Is it Nuke? Nuck? Best hands in the league. I always thought he had the best receiving hands. It's like Chris Carter, catches everything. DeAndre Hopkins, authentic for the Cardinals, going to Bob. Bob, nice hit. That's great. Front row Cardinals. Broncos and Ravens behind it. Elway and Bolden. Okay, next up. Is this heavy too? Bag or visor or something. 107. Series 39. Hey, we got one box with Wonka. 1 for 6. Nice hit, Bob. It's not just the McGuire Sosa you're going home with today from the other spot. Grabbing a helmet too. Authentic helmet. Okay. You like the Peterson helmet better? Yeah, everyone has their own opinions. I like them both. I'm a big fan of reps. I know it sounds weird. Authentics are usually more valuable. I like the rep specialties a lot. But DeAndre Hopkins, one of my favorite receivers of all time. I still would like to have him on a Titans helmet on my PC. Oh, mama. I'm pretty sure I know the player just based off the style. I forgot that I put this in series. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. The style is fantastico. Goodness me, oh my. And of course, we got a visor that'll ruin it, so I'm going to turn around sideways. What a beautiful hit. We've got a Blaze, a true Blaze rep. Just remember that if someone is selling you a Blaze Authentic and they say it's a true Blaze Authentic, they are false. The only true Blazes are reps. Some people will make an Authentic with the same finish and style as a Blaze, but it's not a Blaze. It's a Blaze custom. This is a Saints Blaze. Who had the Saints? First off, claimed or random? They were random. And they were random to spot 8. Didn't spot 8 win earlier too? Chicago and New Orleans. Bill S. Bill S. hitting a Saints Blaze with some bumpers. That is Beckett, and you got a player hollow if that doesn't give it away. The face mask will. I totally forgot I put this in there. Gosh. Helmet Brothers. That's my one Blaze I have for the Saints as well as Drew Brees. Drew Brees, Saints Blaze. That is not a cheap helmet. Brees hollow, Beckett hollow. Man, I love that helmet. I like the Blazes that are far different from their regular. Some of them look very similar to Flashes. This one doesn't look anything like their Flash. Their Flash is silver. This is black. I love it. And that's 2 points too. I'll do the points after. Let me do a recap. We'll do Racky. I'll get the points going. Congrats, winners. We had DeAndre Hopkins on the Authentic Classic, and we had Drew Brees on the Blaze. That's a tongue twister. Drew Brees on the Blaze. While we're getting claims here, guys, I'm going to go to the restroom. I don't know why I can't. I'm getting old, I guess. 1 second. I'll update the claims when I come back. If you'd be faster, yeah. That's half the battle, is claiming your teams. When I join Brad's live fills, I'm usually feels like I'm first and I'm like 6th or 7th. I'm just not fast. I got to get better at doing that. But that's how everyone feels, is we miss out. Yeah, and they're not, and it goes through like phases where teams are popular and then they become unpopular. So sometimes Bears go quick, sometimes they don't. It just depends on what series we're doing and where they're at and if they're last team standing candidates and stuff like that. I've got Jonathan with Philadelphia. Number 2 is Miami. 4, Greg. Number 3 is Green Bay. Whoops. For Jason with a random. Number 4, Miami's gone. Number 4 still is Chicago for Dave. Bill just behind on Chicago. Indy for Brad. Indy, Brad. Chargers, Greg. Indy, Chargers. Green Bay is Gonzo. Green Bay's gone, Dave. Sorry. Giants, number 7. I just checked the score when I was walking back over here. Yikes, there's 8. Baltimore is Dave. 9 is New Orleans for Brian. Can we see back-to-back Breeze? Could. I could see a breeze coming out. 10 is Kansas City for Bill. 11 is the Jets for Bob. Let me refresh, see where we're at. 12, Minnesota for Jonathan. 13, Buffalo for Bill. 14, Carolina for Brian. And we're 2 away, just like last time. So 2 away with 1 random available from Jason's spot 3. If you guys think I messed anything up, always tell me, because it happens. Happy to re-look at these, but refresh your screen before, just in case. Dave, Washington 15. One main left, 1 random left. If you're going to jump in the jerseys, you can take a screenshot here at players that are available. We'll do that next. That'll end the stream. One main spot left. We're going to do Fire Factory tomorrow, some licensed jerseys, and then Sunday will probably be a dollar break. I got a cool Jack Nicklaus cutout for golf with a couple other signatures on it that I might throw in the dollar break. A few other things, a lot, maybe not a full size, but I forget what was chosen this last week. Was it the Tony Gonzalez? I think it was. Was that this last one? It probably was. Okay, 1 main left, 1 random left, and then we're good to go. If no random claim by the time we fill up, I'll run randoms, and then we'll see if we can sell this solo. Brad, are you on tomorrow? Or just weekend this week? What day was it? I think it was Thursday where you were on, and I couldn't get in the live fill. It might have been Saturday. I got in the pre-fill. I didn't hit, but I was... Where was I? Saturday? Oh, I was at my reunion. That's right. I got home and I was bummed. You are tomorrow? Okay, cool. If anybody listening here or watching wants to join Brad's, you just type in Breaking Brad on Facebook groups, or you can ask me and I'll forward you to him. He runs a series very similar to my series where he's got multiple helmets for every team. I don't think it's quite as many helmets. It might be in the 120-ish range, which I think is great too. But every team has a couple helmets in there. He shows a few headliners, not a ton, but he shows 8 or 10. I sometimes will go after a headliner, or I go after guys I hope are in there. Half my PC, maybe not half my PC. I've got a lot of helmets, but I've won the majority of the helmets that I've won have come from Brad. So if you're looking to join, let me know and I'll point you in the right direction. Every time I do that, though, I end up winning the day when I'm like, hey, come jump in here. Watch me win. Hopefully I point you there and I don't win. You win. Doesn't always happen, but when it does, I feel bad. 1 spot left. It's about that time again where I need to make a post that says these are where I break and where I feel comfortable. Brad with helmets, Nick, Daryl with hockey jerseys. Put some down. There's probably a few more that I'm not thinking of. There's a lot of rooms out there that are really good, and I know you guys know how to find them too. There's some that I don't think are great. You can always ask me if you think I trust people, and I'll say, yeah, jump on in. Those guys are great. 16, Vegas, Dustin. And I typed your name wrong once again. Okay. Jason has a random. No one grabbed it, Jason. I'm going to run randoms now. We'll see what you get. You can tell me if you want to keep, sell, or trade. Just so we can keep this moving, and then we'll do our jerseys after this. Down to 3 rad key helmets left. I have not kept track of authentic to rep ratio. Doesn't matter, but I'm always curious to see if we get an extra authentic. 6 times, one more time does it. Houston on top, Seattle on bottom. Okay, here we go. I've got Jonathan R. with Philly and Houston, Greg, Miami, Arizona, Jason, Green Bay, Dallas, David L., Chicago and the Rams, Brad, Indy and Detroit, Greg, Chargers, Atlanta, Giants, and Jacksonville. David L., you've got Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Brian, you've got New Orleans, Tampa Bay. Bill S., Kansas City, Cleveland. Bob, Jets and New England. Jonathan R., Minnesota and Denver. Bill S., Buffalo, Cincy. Brian, Carolina, San Francisco. David L., Washington, Tennessee. And Dustin, you have Vegas and Seattle. Let's get our box number here. Jason, Dallas is your random. If you want to sell, trade, you can. You let me know. That's the team you got dealt. I don't know if I already said that, but I forgot if I did. Keep. I thought you might. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 5 on our 7th roll. Box 5. I'm going to copy because I keep forgetting, but I got it this time. Licensed jerseys up next. Box 5 is not on top. It's over here. Okay, guys. I'm going to get rid of that random. Thanks for jumping in. I appreciate it. Let's rip. You know what I haven't done at all? I've not even made a single mark on the page yet. Quarterback, quarterback, quarterback. 3 quarterbacks going to win tonight. Running back, 1. Uh-oh. Wide receiver, 1, 2. Tied another 1. That's a total of 5, 6, 7. There's 7 out there. I think we're good. Our other jersey was not football. I even made a slandering comment about you guys picking quarterbacks today, and they're on top right now. Looks like a Love box. I can see that. See a little Jordan Love. I wouldn't mind seeing a quarterback retro, or just I want to see a retro come out, but I think we pulled a few maybe already from these. Or no, I'm thinking of Fire Factory where we got 3 out of the 4. Ooh, almost just stabbed myself in the gut. Okay, good luck all. Trying to think. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We got an STS 3.0. This one might be one of the coolest 3.0s because it's got the alternate logo on it too. Bob was hoping for Namath. I'd love to see Namath. Wrong team on this one. I think in one of our last wild Myles Garrett's, I don't think Fire Factory or Radkey try to put in players that are gone, but this was probably before he got traded. Could be him. Who had Cleveland? First off, sometimes they're claimed, sometimes they're not. They weren't. They were a random to spot 10. Bill S. Cleveland on your Kansas City claim, Bill. You got a Browns STS 3.0. This is JSA certified. Beautiful 3.0. Oh, yeah. 3, 2, 1. Love that one. That's Joe Thomas. All-Pro lineman, number 73. It's a great hit. Joe Thomas. STS 3.0 with the alternate logo. I might have to get a 3.0 collection going. I probably should just say I want to get an STS from every team, and then because I've got 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. I can't do that. I can't do every 3.0 when I'm already working on 3 other sets. Great hit. Joe Thomas, STS 3.0 going to Bill. Congrats. Let's do some licensed jerseys. I'm going to post it there now. I'm going to get my screen up fast. There we go. That's the best I've ever done. That was the quickest I've ever done. Okay. Top chat. Live chat. I got it. I got this stupid saying in my head. I watched the movie a couple of days ago. Have you guys seen? Is Ovechkin a choice? In this one, no, Bob. So Ovechkin, the one you claimed was Gold Rush. This is my series. If you go look on the Facebook page later in the pin section, there's a Big Al's licensed jersey page that has a picture of every jersey in the series. There's 64 of them, 62 now until we reload tomorrow. These are all the names. All the ones in green are football. All the ones in blue are hockey. Ovechkin was just in like 2 weeks ago, but he got hit. Basketball, baseball, and soccer. So a bunch of different sports. I'll go through pictures once I figure out how many spots are left as well. But Ovechkin's not one of them in this series. So kind of similar to Gold Rush, although my series is better. They've got some great headliners. You got to hit them. I also have some great headliners. All right, let me catch up where we're at. Gronk, spot 1. That was for Mr. Larry, right? Uncle Larry. Okay. Barry, number 2 for Greg. Without an E. There's your E, Greg. Number 3, Justin Jefferson for Joe. So those that don't, if you can't see the screen here, or 2, if you just haven't joined the series, there's a picture of every jersey on the Facebook group. If you scroll through and there's a few that you like, you can try to claim them. We do them on Monday and Wednesday night at the end of the stream like we are now, and we also do it on a 3-boxer pre-fill that drops on Thursdays, tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. Every day we do breaks, I put out a schedule that shows the time hours before it happens, before the drop happens. Kind of helps. Sometimes helps. Number 4, I do think we're still a few away, so I'll catch up, but we're probably 5 or 6 away. Number 4, Garnett. Depending on how many duplicate claims there are, might be more than that. Gotcha on KG. Number 5 is Ron Francis for Jake. Jake, did you catch up from earlier stream? Ron Francis. Number 5 for Jake. Number 6 is Favre for Bill. Number 7 is Ripken for Mark. Just a little ahead of Yadinga. Sorry, Eric. Number 7, Mark. Number 8 is Patty Kane. Patrick Kane is number 8 for Nick. Number 9 is Nathan McKinnon for Jason T. Number 10 is Dan the Man Marino for Eric, for Yadingus. Number 11, Troy Polamalu is Greg. 12, Larry Zonka. Eric S. Who did I get today that I might add? Got another Urlacher, got a Deion Sanders. I guess it depends on who hits tonight. I don't think we hit any football on Monday. See who we had tomorrow. 12 is Zonka. 13 is Magic Johnson for Elliott. 14 is Bucky Irving for Greg. 15, looks like we're 2 or 3 short, or 1 short. 14 Bucky. 15 might be closed now. 14 Bucky. 1 away, I think. Now we're close. 15 Bork. I'm watching it while I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. 15 Ray Bork. I believe we're closed now, guys, unless some of these are duplicate claims. 16 is Shaquille O'Neal for Brian. 17 is Joakim Noah for Bill B. 18 is Churio. Oh, jeez. Sorry. 18 trio. I was trying to itch my nose with the wrong hand. Pill S. 19 is Emmitt Smith. For Zach. And 20 is Cap. That is Kaprizov. Not Colin Kaepernick, right? 20, Zach. Bob, just a claim behind. I'm sure you were looking over the claims. I did add Werenski after we put out Line, but number 20 is Zach, I believe. Let me make sure. I think he just barely missed out on jumping in. There'll be some solos. There's a chance that he'll be a solo, or you can offer to buy Zach Werenski from whoever gets him for $10. So that's an option too. But we are full on these last two claims. 20 spots, so there'll be 42 randoms. The final two on our seventh roll will be $10 solos. First come, first serve. If you'd like, Bob, I can see who gets Werenski and ask if it's for sale. If it's not, we can wait for the next break unless he hits tonight. Well, let's get it going here. Semi-quick fill. I appreciate that, guys. I might do the rare, finish this, and then stay up even later tonight and work on my actual job. Because I'm a little behind. If there's a good movie, I might do it. 7 times. There's 4, 5, 6, and 7. Our solos are Zach Werenski and Alex Caruso. Werenski, Caruso are solos. What are the odds of that? And Nick jumping on Werenski. Part of it too, Bob, is understanding how I do it, and it's kind of fast moving, so you can blame me for part of it too. It is definitely fast moving, and you got to get used to it, but once it's pretty easy. But there goes. He was a solo, and he got up quick, which he deserves to be. He's a great player. So Werenski and Caruso are solos. Nick is claiming Werenski for 10. Caruso is left at 10. Bill B's asking about Canseco. Larry V has Canseco. He's not here to sell. I don't know if he would sell that one or not. He only has one spot. So it's hard to say if he'd sell Canseco and Amon-Ra St. Brown, but I don't know if he gave Jonathan the rights to sell or trade. Paul Pierce, Barbershop, up for trade. Okay, I'm going to highlight those, and then I'm going to read off who has who. Remember, if you get 3 of the same sport, you get a discount. He's keeping. All right. That fake football jersey. Uh-oh, who do you have? A bear, Jason? Oh, you're talking about the Luis Suarez soccer? It's a great jersey. I'll adjust. Yeah. So you'll see tomorrow, Bob. If you're interested in Werenski, he may not be someone that someone claims right away. We'll drop at 4 p.m. Eastern. I'll have a schedule post, and it's a 3-boxer instead of 2, so it's 45 instead of 30. But you can try from tomorrow. But anyone here that wants to offer to sell players, trade players, or buy players, you can always ask, and then I'll read through them all. Larry V, you've got Rob Gronkowski, Canseco, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Greg, you have Barry Sanders, Dikembe Mutombo, and Sean Alexander. Joe, you had oh, that was you that said that. Justin Jefferson, Paul Pierce, Ivan Barbashev. I was like, someone else put them up for sale, but it was you. Jonathan, Kevin Garnett, Chris Carter, Pat LaFontaine. A couple of Minnesota spots there, Jonathan S. Jake G, Ron Francis, Warren Moon, and John Elway. Bill S. Favre, Rodman, and Alonzo. Mark Cal Ripken, DeBrincat, and Maurice Jones-Drew. Nick F, you have Patty Kane, Theo Fleury, and Eddie George. Jason T, you have McKinnon, Warner, and Suarez. He said it was up for sale or trade. Inter Miami Adidas. Eric S, Marino, Sundin, and Larry Johnson. Greg, you have Polamalu, Sertan, and Iserman. Eric S, Zonka, Scherzer, and Bobrovsky. Elliot, you have Magic Johnson, Adam Oates, and Isaiah Thomas. Greg, Bucky Irving, Dylan Gunther, Sammy Sosa. Brian W, you've got Ray Bork, Timo Solani, Del Murphy. Brian, Shaquille O'Neal, Brian Thomas, Jake Ottinger, Bill B, Noah Bryant, Chris Bryant, and Andre Dawson. Bill S, Churio, Chelios, and Felix Hernandez. Zach B, you've got Emmett Smith, Cooper Kupp, Hunter Green, Kaprizov, Bailey, and Higgins. I don't think anyone had a discount spot. If I missed it, let me know. Sometimes I zone out while I'm just tried to send a messenger message, and it's asking me to confirm my identity. Yep. It's exactly what it is. If I were you, it's happening. It's going to happen to everyone on I think they're trying to get rid of bot accounts and scammers and stuff like that, which is good, but it'll have you upload your ID. I did it. It took me a few hours and it's done and I'm good to go. Some people are having more trouble with it, but I think it's generally semi-easy. I'm sure a few others here have already had to do it, just like me. But it kind of sucks because then you can't message anyone for a while it's doing that. You got to figure out a different way to reach out. So that's good. If that happens to anyone, by the way, and you need to talk to me, you can email me here. BigAlsCardShop@gmail.com if you're waiting for Messenger to get fixed. Okay, let me go up and see where we're at here. There's a bunch of offers, a ton. I'll get on them all. By Canseco, we're holding Larry's stuff. Okay, Paul Pierce Barbashev, randoms for seller trade from Zach. Zach, who'd you have? These four. Cooper Kupp, Hunter Green, Ace Bailey, T. Higgins. I already know that Mark asked for Hunter Green, right? I saw it somewhere. Maybe not. Did you ask for it, Mark? Did I miss? Maybe you deleted it. I'll wait till I see it so I don't assume anything. Thought I saw it, though. Maybe it was someone else. Randoms. He's keeping that fake football jersey. Got it. Eddie George for Iserman, Greg. Trade off for Greg. Jake, Greg. Nick F. Buy Eddie George from you. Greg, I'll hold on to Oates. I'll do Moon for Gunther. Thanks, Jake. Buy Higgins. So did we do the? I don't think we did that trade. This is gonna give me fits, guys. Eddie George for Iserman, Greg, is a trade offer. Elliot, I would buy Oates from you, says Greg. I'll just see when I get down to it. Chris Carter from Matumbo, Greg, is a trade offer as well. Carter from Matumbo, buy Barbashev, says Jason. Got you, Jason. Buy Barbashev. I'll buy Iserman for sale. Iserman was Greg. That was offered in a trade as well. Jake, buy Moon from you. Jake G, if you want to sell Warren Moon. Buy Scherzer if for sale. Who had Scherzer? Eric S has Scherzer. Cooper Kupp or T. Higgins for trade Zach for either or both of my randoms. Joe has Paul Pierce left. He just sold Barbashev. Larry Johnson for trade, says Eric. I will eventually get through these, guys. Trade soccer for any hockey. Luis Suarez is up for any hockey spots. LaFontaine for Larry Johnson. Eric S., if you want to trade Larry Johnson for Pat LaFontaine. Mark, I'll buy Green for sale. I knew I saw it somewhere. Nick F., buy Eddie George from you. If you're selling Nick, Eddie George, let Greg know. Greg, I'll hold on to Oates. Good luck. Warner for trade. Where are you, Jason? Kurt Warner's up for trade. Would you trade Iserman for Eddie, Greg? Is the offer. Iserman is yours here. Eddie George is his up there or down there, right there. If you want to do a trade for trade. Greg Moon or Elway for Gunther. Oh, Greg Moon or Elway for Gunther. Moon or Elway for Gunther. I'll do Moon for Gunther. Gunther trade. Moon trade. I'll trade Larry Johnson for LaFontaine. Okay, that was him offering to you first, right? Yeah. Gotcha. Holy cow, my ear itches with this stupid ear pop. I'm getting there. It's gonna happen to you, Jason, and then you're not gonna be able to message anyone. I talk to too many people. I have to do it. I don't think there's anything sinister behind it either. I think it's just trying to get rid of bots and scammers, or at least help with that. That's funny. Worked for me. Thanks, Greg. Got that one. Where did that go? Thanks, Jake. Buy Cup, says Dustin. Was Cooper Kupp up for sell or trade? Buy Cup, says Dustin. Or was it a trade? Buy Cup. I'll trade for Ivan Joe. Take your pick. So Barbashev got bought. I don't agree with you. I think we've pulled tons of big names. I do think that there's from Rec. I do think there's some lower stuff added in around them, but I don't feel like it's gone downhill. I do feel like it's changed a little bit. We pulled some big names, but you could ask them. As long as you don't say it's me. I need to find it was Cup up for sell or trade. We got trades and buys, and Zach said randoms for sell or trade. Oh, I said bought for trade, not for sell. Okay, yeah, then it did not get bought. Sorry about that, Jason. When I highlight on my assume it's for sale, that's just me not doing my job. So it was with Zach for Cup. So Barbashev for Cup is the trade. Sorry, I should have a different color for sell and a different color for trade. You think I would have figured that out by now, but I have not. Yeah, that's my fault, Jason, not theirs. That's me. All right, where was I? There's just too much. Buy Higgins, says Greg. Was Higgins up for? Good luck, Greg. We'll sell T. Okay, so T's going to Greg. Please correct me if I'm doing stuff wrong, guys. It's a lot of moving parts, and I'm obviously not great at that some nights. Sometimes we have like 5 trade offers. Sometimes we have 45. I'll trade for Ivan Joe. Take your pick. Cup was the pick. Buy Higgins. Less, I'll take Green. Thanks, Eric. I'll do a trade for Moon. Warner for sale on the fake football. Got him. Warner and Luis Suarez, Inter Miami. Jay, what's up, man? Buy Warner, says Greg. Okay. Greg taking Warner. I'll take Cup. Eddie George for Yzerman. Greg is a trade offer still. Nick has Eddie George. Greg, you have Steve Yzerman. Do you want to trade Eddie for Yzerman? Good luck, Joe. We'll sell T. Good luck, Greg. Where'd I go? Yes, George for Yzerman. Okay. Perfect. I'm getting there. Yzerman. Eddie. You like scam people too much. I think that's why they're doing it, honestly. Mine was fine. If you're messaging nefariously, you might take a while longer. Buy Ottinger. Who had Jake Ottinger? Brian W. has Jake Ottinger. If you want to sell, let him know. Bobrovsky for Fleury. Where's Nick's first off? Nick. has Fleury. Bob is Eric. Eric, if you want to trade Sergei Bobrovsky for Theo Fleury, that's the Panthers for Flames. I said brought up for trade. Yep, I got it. I'm just slow. I've already come down here too. Dawson Cubs jersey for sale, says Jay. Bill B has Andre Dawson. No problem. Just making sure Greg saw the Chris Carter offer for Mutombo. That too. Dikembe Mutombo for Chris Carter. Where's Chris Carter? Right below it. As well, Greg, is a trade offer football for basketball. No, that's my fault, Joe. Warner sold. Yep, I got it. Higgins was offered to buy by Greg. Got it. Greg. Got it. I got a Harry Kane soccer ball. I am an Orlando City fan. You can burn the Miami jersey. I saw Jonathan S. No thanks. The Mutombo for Carter. No thanks. Okay. I think Greg has a Carter from the past series, maybe. Gonna hold on to Dawson. Okay. I think I'm semi caught up, guys. Please let me know if I missed anything there. Sorry that took me a while. I was a little slow on some of the trades. Luis Suarez, Inter Miami Adidas is up for $10. Paul Pierce is a trade player still available. Ace Bailey, I believe, is up for trade or sell. And then Alex Caruso still left there on the Thunder. And then Chris Carter's up for sale as well. Oh, geez, wrong color. I'm going to roll the bingo balls. I'm going to get rolling on this, and I'm going to give you guys a second to finish those ones. But I think I've read through them all. If anything got missed, please let me know. If the truth is up for sale, I'll buy. Joe, if you want to sell Paul Pierce, Jason's in the market to buy. Chris Carter going to Dustin. I'm getting there. Itching my eye. I think my allergies are. Oh my gosh. What are you guys doing?
We don't need those.
But can you guys not be like children of the corn sitting behind me like that, waiting for me to turn around?
What?
Say, Dad. Dad.
I don't want you while you're talking.
Okay, you don't need to be on the camera. I know you did it on purpose. That's great. Way to go with the Nitos. I'll be upstairs in 10 minutes. Here, let me. This is what kids are buying these days. Yeah, that's so cool.
And this.
I love that Mom loves to just. Yeah, those are all fantastic items.
Also, don't smell the butter. It smells so bad.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's meant to be smelled, dude. Okay, get out of here.
Yeah, but it just smells bad.
Okay. Literally, they're like behind me, like bouncing up and down quietly till I see them. You're gonna give me a freaking heart attack. Like, just say, Dad, Dad. They all do that. I need to get a mirror right here because the door is behind me. I'm sitting away from the door. Malachi, yeah. Okay, where was I? Buy, I'll sell Paul Pierce. Okay. I just can't. My wife does that too. She's like, I just try not to bug you. I'm like, yeah, but then I'm gonna literally have a heart attack. I can't do that stuff. Okay, let's shake it up now. All to show me their Nitos and a stick of butter that's fake. It's like, summer of George, the summer of my kids. It's like 4 days in and they've done everything they wanted to do. Hang out with friends all day, every day. Good grief. 29-point lead, yeah, we might be going 7 games here. At least 6, which is great. I just want more games. Make them last, please. 2 numbers. 1, 2. Last one going in. First number is 174. 174. 174. Next number is high number as well. Sorry, try not to drop it. 185. 185. Hey, I've taken this long to get this one filled up. I might as well give you guys a second longer on Ace Bailey and Luis Suarez. 74 is a great year. 85 is close to my year. Just not quite there. Ace Bailey up for seller trade. Luis Suarez up for seller trade. Last call on both of those. If they move, great. If they don't, they're going to stay where they are. Also, Alex Caruso. I started saying I wasn't going to leave anything unsold. Caruso is a $5 solo now instead of 10. Thunder Nike. If anyone wants him, I'll give it a second just to see if we can move Mr. Caruso. Jake will take Caruso. Thanks, Jake. For 5. Okay, I'm going to get these out. Oh, Dustin's going to take Bailey. Okay, Dustin, you already got a color. You're green, my favorite color. Okay. Zach, confirm. I think you were selling or trading, but it looks like I think you were because you sold these ones. Bailey moving, so you moved 3 of you guys. Jake taking Caruso, Dustin taking Bailey, Chris Carter, Paul Pierce going to Jason, and Kurt Warner, and T. Higgins going to Greg, and Suarez is staying put. I think I did this color the wrong color. I did. Same with this one. Someone's calling me now. CB window cleaning. Good grief. Okay, let me grab them, guys. 174, 185. I'll close this because we've had enough time looking at it. Look how low the camera is. Is that when I smacked it? Must be. It's like looking down on the dirt. 174, 185. Oh boy. Became a grandpa times 2 today. My son had his son at lunch. Wow, that's cool. Congrats. Flynn Wilder. That sounds like the guy from isn't that the guy Flynn Rider? Maybe it's not Flynn from Tangled. I like it. Cool. Congrats, man. I can't become I guess I could become a grandpa sooner than I'd like, but my kids are young. It'll take a while. Okay. 174, 185. We're good to go. Thanks for jumping in, guys. We'll do a recap at the end. I think you guys have a chance still. I did not do the Joe Thomas. That's 2. 3 to 2 to 2 to 1. You guys are the one. I think it's Flynn Rider from Tangled, but that's different. Don't let me ruin that. I think it's a great note. I like the name Flynn. 2, 2, 1, 3. Quarterback is 3. Running back is 1. You got to hit 2 running backs here to tie it. I don't like your odds, but weirder things have happened. Yeah, it could be. My kids loved that show growing up, and that was one of the ones I didn't hate. I actually liked that one as a kid show. No problem with that movie. Cannot tell because it's in a black bag, although you can see some white numbers. Great show. Love the horse. It is a good show. I know which one this is. No. This is a... I need to not remember stuff, but I remember. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got green. You can see part of the patch. I believe this was an offer that was not picked up. So I think this stayed where it was. It did kind of look a little teal for the Dolphins. It wasn't Dolphins on this one. This one's hockey. That is Jake Ottinger, and that one was with. I remember offering the trade. I thought it was Brian. It is Brian. Spot 16. Brian, yeah, Jake Ottinger, Stars Fanatics Premium. That hasn't been in terribly long. I was happy to get him. He's also in the next East Coast, which is cool. And that's, Jason, you offered to buy, no buy, and then you said this is a good year and this is the box. That's just bad luck on that one. Jake Ottinger, one of the backup goalies for Team USA, starting goalie for the Stars. Great goalie. Jake Ottinger, Dallas Stars. Fanatics Premium going to Brian. Brian, nice fight strap there. Love it. Dallas Stars. Do we have 2 stars in the series right now that I'm not thinking of? We had Brett Hull, but I think he hit. And we had Mikko Rantanen, and I think he hit too. I'm trying to think if we have any others. Brian, nice hit. It's a great jersey, Jake Ottinger. I was after him for a while, and then I got one after another. I got 2 of them quickly, an alternate and that same green one, I think. That was like maybe a year ago or half a year ago. Hey, you guys can't tie because that was hockey. You needed 2 football running backs. Didn't happen. I'm sorry. 185. So what did we hit on Monday? We hit hockey and baseball, right? Now we hit hockey again. Well, this one's kind of obvious because of the style. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. What is happening? Back to back. Hockey, baseball, hockey, baseball. I'm running out of baseball. I've got a few more coming. I need to buy more, but might see baseball be one of the lower represented sports. They already are, but even lower. Which that's okay. I think the majority are looking for football and hockey, but I like to have some fun ones. This is a cool alternate for the New York Mets. Pete Alonso. Great alternate jersey there. Who had Pete Alonso? First person I thought of, Elliot, was you. Maybe this will be up for trade. Who had Alonso? Alonso was a random. There it is on spot 6. Brett Favre, Dennis Rodman, Pete Alonso, 3 different sports. Bill, you had Pete Alonso. The polar bear, where is he now? Where's Alonso now? He was. Yeah, that's. Bill's like me. We tend to stick with our randoms for better or for worse. This one's cool, though. Bill, if it's up for trade, let Elliot know. NYC purple. I forget what this one's called. It says the World City, which is pretty cool. Nike engineered. Some of these baseball alternates are really cool details on them. I don't know that the tag will say what style this is. I may have it written down, but I forgot. It's a great jersey. Bill, congrats. Pete Alonso. New York Mets alternate. Do I have it? Is it a City Connect? Usually the City Connects say City Connect, but New York Mets City Connect. I think they have multiple versions, though, right? It is a City Connect. You're right. I don't even think I had it labeled as a City Connect. That's cool. We also had that White Sox Gotham City one. There's a couple different alternate ones now. That's cool. Bill, congrats. If it's up for sale, you can let Elliot know, or it's up for trade. If not, we'll find another one. Congrats, winners. Sorry to those that didn't win. It is. I like all the different teams City Connects. They usually do a good job. The basketball City Connects, I think, there's basketball ones. Those are nice too. Okay, quick recap. Non-Big Al stuff today. We had Dennis Rodman on our multi-sport Mitchell and Ness. We had Tim Stutzle on the nice. Where's Jake Ottinger's card? On the nice Hockey Fights Cancer Adidas. Love that jersey. Our baseball bat tonight was Bo Bichette's daddy, Dante Bichette. What am I forgetting? What else did we open? I know I'm forgetting something, but oh well. Radke was Joe Thomas and Earl Campbell. And then the rest was Big Al's. We had Jay Ottinger, Pete Alonso. No football this week. I'm probably still going to add another football just to beef up the football portion. Our Big Al's helmets today: Fran Tarkenton on the Rave, Anquan Bolden on the alternate, Pat Pete on the Rivalry, John Elway Eclipse, DeAndre Hopkins Classic Authentic, and Drew Brees Blaze. I think we had all different styles again. Love it. Blaze, Eclipse. We keep coming out with new styles. There's more and more. There's a better chance, but still, you think we double up. If anything's staying here, guys, for trade or sell, let me know, and I'll post them, and I'll try to help you move them around. If not, I'll try to get them out tomorrow. We'll drop some stuff tomorrow for the weekend. Fire Factory and Big Al's licensed jerseys. We'll go from there. Enjoy the rest of the game, guys. I hope it's not too big of a blowout. I won't care to watch a blowout, but I'll turn it on. Have a great weekend, guys. We'll see you Friday, Saturday, probably Saturday this time instead of Friday for the weekend stream. And then, yeah, enjoy the rest of your week. Peace.